Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Today I'm gonna make a Cyrax video. See, last night on Marty's stream, Gordon Wilkins, who was Chance's old stepdad, he made an appearance and he's explaining, everything about Chance that he knows. So I've not watched it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it up into pieces as I watch it, and I'll give you my commentary on, what my thoughts on the matter are, and that'll be what I do now. And man, that stream is like 4 hours long, man. So it's gonna take me quite a while to do this. So there's some real effort going into this video, man. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a fun day of video editing for me. So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming to check out my channel, and I appreciate you guys watching my videos because I have fun making these, but at the same time, I like getting more subscribers and views, because I feel like I'm pretty decent at this, and I have things to say, and maybe I see different things in other people, because that's the coolest thing about lolcow videos. You see, when you go watch different lolcow videos from different people, everyone notices different things, and everybody takes different things away from it. And many times you'll be watching someone else's stream or something like that, and you'll be like, "Huh, I never really thought about it that way." And that's part of it's how people are. We're not perfect, and the best thing that we can do is, get help from other people, see other people, because other people don't see the world the same as you. Everybody notices different things. Like if there's a shooting or something like that, and you ask 10 different people what happened, you're going to get 10 different stories because everyone views things differently, because there's psychology and all that. We're all different people, and that's something that, it, in this world, I think that as you get older, intelligence matters less. You see, so people, whenever you get older, people are smarter. You really are, because you have more experience. That's part of life and growing up. And whenever I watch these videos, I am going to notice different things than maybe even you would notice, and that's why it's so fun to make these videos, because I like getting feedback and seeing how other people see Daniel, or Cyrax. I'm probably going to do a Christian video pretty soon, and I'm going to do the unholy video. I'm going to make a Pamper Chew video as well. So we're getting right into it. Thanks for coming by and watching, and here we go.
Hey, hold on, man. We're echoing like crazy.
Yeah, it's echoing like crazy.
Oh, okay. Do you have like another thing open, maybe? Like another...
I do.
Oh, yeah. So if you can turn off like the YouTube page
Okay,
and
there we
close.
There we go.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
I think it's good.
Yeah, it's off.
Okay.
That's
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much. I spoke with you guys a fair amount over the past 24 hours ish, and
Yep.
yeah, the stories that you have to tell about this guy are really very
insane.
telling. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not even, I mean, and it's not. Like I said, it's not even a story, man. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I told you, I had no idea any of this shit was going on till day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, how do
And
you
I
feel
had-
about it?
Huh?
How do you feel about it?
Well, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
And it embarrasses the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off that my name's even associated with that caliber, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
From
aren't
what-
like those people
No, from
at all.
what I'm reading and what I have read, and trust me, I will do some more research and find out exactly what's true, what isn't true.
Yeah.
But if everything is, then you know what? I have no time, man, for deviants. I have no time for somebody that messes with children.
Sure.
If you have to stoop as low as to press yourself upon a child or a woman without her,
Or a blind boy, even.
yeah, or boys,
Yeah,
Yeah.
boys, women,
or
children,
boys,
doesn't
anybody,
matter.
Mhm.
anybody that you take advantage of them or forcibly do whatever you do to them sexually, I got no time for.
Yeah.
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 I have no time for it. And matter of fact, we were guardian ad litems for Polk County. And so,
If
he's
you
going to
don't
come
know what
on
that
here.
is, he probably doesn't know what a
Do you know what a
guardian
guardian ad litem is?
To the best of my understanding, it's somebody that looks out for children and cares for them.
Exactly.
is. Correct.
Exactly.
Through the court process.
Through the court process.
Yes.
And we were guardian ad litems in Polk County, owned our own business. So when he comes on here and he starts ranting and raving and calling me a piece of shit and everything else, I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm doing fine. I tried to do what I could do for that little peckerwood, and
Like, all indications are that you're upstanding people. I don't think anyone will question that. There's no reason to.
yeah. Well, and if they do, you know what? You can look me up, man.
Yeah.
You can run a background check on me. You can do whatever you need to do.
Better get off fax it too.
I had top secret clearance in the military, so okay.
I guess a potential concern could be that for those of you who don't know Chance, they look at him and see what he's saying and not really know the source, and have a very false and unfair picture. And it's just insane. Oh my God, he's already back here. Chance, we're gonna, Mr. Wilkins, a real Wilkins, is gonna tell the side of the story. You're not welcome here at this point. No, I'm sorry, Chance. I'm sorry, Chance, but you're gonna have to wait. It's so weird just sitting.
Only because his
you
legs
hate,
little.
you hate rules, man.
Yeah.
I like Gordon already. He seems like a good guy. And him having top secret clearance, that's pretty fucking cool, you know what I mean? I don't understand why Chance turned out the way he did if he had such cool people around him. And, it's funny. Chance is already raring to go, and he hasn't even said a fucking word. So, he's going to tell us some real stories about Chance, and Chance doesn't want to have it. Old Chase, Cyrax. He doesn't want the truth told about him. And this is very interesting to me. This is going to be good. I'm loving this so far. It's going to be great. So let's get right into it. And, it's pretty fun, man. I'm going to enjoy this a lot. I can already tell. Because if Chance is there after 15 seconds, he's going to be flipping his shit. Because Marty's making him wait, too. So that'll make Chance even more pissed off and make him flip out even more. So it is what it is. So on to the next clip, man.
Rules, man.
Yeah.
He hates rules.
Yeah.
That's just the fucking way life works, man. Can't always get your way, and it ain't given to you. So
yeah, there's a reason that he's in the position that he's in, and I think it's twofold. One, I think that Sally's largely responsible for his lack of development and his inability to take responsibility for any situation, and excess pride. I think there's three reasons, actually.
I have to agree with you there. I mean, from what I saw up until 2000, God, whatever, 5, 6, something like that, I agree with you. I mean, she coddled him. She didn't let him grow into, or find the help to let him grow into,
find his potential
or a
well, I'm going to be honest here. As far as potential, I would say it's a very limited potential, but he could. Yeah, he could sweep floors somewhere and earn an honest living and not be a total burden to his family. But
yeah, oh yeah, or taxpayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were telling me on the camping trip, one of the things he said was you called them out for being lazy, and he said, "Well, how is that my fault?"
He said that is my fault. Why?
Well, actually, it was after the camping trip.
Yeah, it was when we got home that night.
Yeah, I said, "You're, lazy or whatever," and he was like, "And that's my fault. Why?"
Okay.
And
Yeah,
this
so
was when he was 20. This was in 2014. So,
yeah,
you know,
I'd say he was probably about like mid-20s, right?
About that. I think
yeah,
he was about
whatever it was.
22.
He'd have been, oh shit. He was born in what, 90?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he was about
Okay.
22.
So, yeah, I would have made him 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2004 would have been in 2014. Yeah. 24.
And
So,
how that actually went down was when we were at the camping, at our camper. Gordon was outside drinking his coffee, and it was fairly early in the morning. It was about 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30, and I had walked in to the camper because we had a routine when we went camping. You start with one end of the camper and how you take it apart and put it back together.
Sure.
And when I had walked in, I told him, he was still laying in the one bunk, and I told him, I said, it's time to get up. You know, we have things we got to do. Everybody's got a job in this.
yep. Everybody's got a job.
And
You got to
he
work
told-
as a team.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he told me, nope, I'm going to lay here. And I walked outside and looked at Gordon and told him what he said to me.
He says he's got about time till I finish this cigarette.
And that's exactly what Gordon said to me. He said he's got about as much time for me to finish. And he was just about to put the cigarette out. He said he's got that much time to go and get the hell up.
I think like, we might be like getting ahead of ourselves here, like telling the whole story of your interaction with Chance. And first started with meeting Sally, and
I don't know anything about that. So
and for whatever reason, you had an attraction to her. And
Basket nights are cold, man.
So when how long were you with Sally?
Right about 9-ish years. I tell you the truth, Marty. The relationship meant so much to me that I can't remember the
date. Yeah,
I can't remember the anniversary date or the divorce date.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know how old she is.
Yeah.
So, before she got Chance, like you were with her before she got Chance.
Yes.
Okay.
We had a lifestyle. I'm an outdoorsman. Okay.
Yep.
I love to hunt, love to fish, everything else. I was in God's paradise. Okay. I was in God's paradise as far as hunting and fishing. Mm-hmm. And Sally was also, she would hunt and fish. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the type of relationship I was looking for. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when all of a sudden the ordeal happens with Chance or Patrick or whatever, Cyrax, whatever he wants to call himself.
Sure.
I told her, I said, I don't want kids, man. I don't want to be tied down. I want to, be able to hunt and be able to fish. I don't want to have to revolve my stuff over school and all that because I had no kids.
Mm-hmm.
My bloodline ends here. Ain't nobody else. God looked down. He says, we ain't doing that again. So anyway,
it's changed me to hear that she was involved in hunting and fishing because she just seems like a complete shut-in now and is raising shut-in and has no problem with it.
And I mean, well, that's on her. Like I said, I don't talk to her, haven't talked to her, have no idea. And like I said, I didn't know any of this crap was going down until 3 days ago. But anyway.
I like how he explains how Sally was the one who made Chance the way he is. That's what we all suspected. We all suspected that Sally never disciplined him. Sally never did anything the way, she didn't raise him right. And that's why Chance turned out the way he did. Because, it's like Marty was saying, Chance does have a limited potential, but, there's nothing stopping, Chance from, getting a regular job, and working somewhere and getting his own house, maybe even meeting a girl and having children. But, he's Cyrax, he doesn't want to do anything. Anything that requires work, he doesn't want nothing to do with it because that's the kind of person he is. He's a lazy piece of shit. And nothing will ever change about Chance because, he just grew up with Sally and Sally ruined him, It's like Gordon was saying. And, obviously Gordon didn't even want Chance from the get-go. He didn't want nothing to do with him. I mean, you can having children isn't the most important thing in the world, but I'm sure that it does bring you, a sense of joy. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't have any kids, but if I did, I'd certainly raise them well. I wouldn't want any of my children to turn out like Chance. I'd set down rules, and you don't have to hit your kids. Like if your kid does something stupid, take away Nintendo or Xbox or fucking PlayStation away from them or their computer. But if they do something real bad, like they get caught throwing rocks at a car, they get caught stealing or something like that, you best believe I'll be beating that ass. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Because humans, we need to be taught. You know what I mean? We aren't perfect right off the bat, because when it comes right down to it, we're pretty messed up. As a species, we're not the greatest species that has ever existed. I'm sure there's other places in this universe that don't like us very much because of what we are. And yeah, we're gonna get right back into it. That's my thoughts so far, and I'm really enjoying watching this, and I hope you're enjoying listening to me. All right, have a good one. Or no, not have a good one. Right back into it is where we're going.
3 days ago, but anyway, when she decided she was going to get a chance, I told her we didn't want kids, and she said, "Well, I'm going to do it anyway." I was like, "Well, then it's your ball. I'm still going to hunt. I'm still going to fish, and I'm going to do whatever." And at first tried to do the family type deal and all that. And then it was, changed duty stations. And from there, it just went into a shit show. I found out that I had a job at the end of our relationship that I was deployed 3 weeks out of every month. Sometimes a little bit longer, but it was 3 weeks out of every month for 11 months out of the year. So I never saw her when I was stationed in Louisiana. When I got transferred from Louisiana to Fort Drum, New York. Well, I had a job. It was an office job. I was in charge of training, hiring, and firing all the instructors for an NCO academy. Anyway, just trying to give you the scenario. And when it was a job where I was home every night, okay, I found out I really didn't like her as well as I thought I did.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's when shit went bad. So, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, she was part of the problem as far as disciplining, just, I don't know, man. And it just progressively got worse over the years.
So I don't have a whole lot of experience with children, much less like infants. Did you notice that he was different from most?
Well, yes, and there was a reason behind it, and the reason is his biological mother got pregnant with him too early after having his older brother. He was born, I don't know exactly.
Buddy, you mean?
Yeah, his older brother, Buddy.
Okay.
His biological older brother, Buddy.
Mm.
Okay. His biological mother got pregnant with him too early. And he was born, I think it was like 15 weeks premature or something like that. He only weighed like 1 pound, 15 ounces when he was born.
Yeah, he reminds us of that all the time when he's looking for sympathy.
Yeah, it's neither here nor there, but that's why he is developmentally the way he was. He was on oxygen for a long time, and his lungs weren't developed and all that. And from there, it would just, once we got to a job, I got into a job where I wasn't hunting and fishing, and he was too old, or what? Not too old, but he was in school and all that. I did it by myself. So he was home with her all the time, and she followed him, man.
Yeah, and has been ever since.
Say again?
Yeah, and she has been ever since.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. I've had no contact with him or her since 2014, 14 when he came to Florida.
Okay, so can you tell everyone about like prior to 2014, like your last interactions with the Arnsons? I don't want to call them the Wilkins. I'll refuse to call them Wilkins anymore. Yeah.
Okay. Let me think here for a second. Yeah. When she moved to Florida after we were separated, she was living in Washington State. She moved to Florida in 2000. I believe it was like 2002 ish.
Well, sure. Yeah, I'm going to back up for a second. It sounded like somebody was dying in her family, and she was trying to get her grubby mitts on some inheritance. So I
don't know if that was the fact as far
as. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
I'm going to say that.
Right. That's your opinion. You know? You're allowed to have it, but you know, tell you the truth, it was one of her parents, her mother, father. I don't know which one was sick and dying or whatever, and was in poor health. And she said she was going to go over there and go out there and take care of him. And my thought to myself was, okay, well, you're hauling ass and going out there, and you know, where am I? You know, in all this. Well, you know, we can come out there, and we had talked about it, and it's like, yeah, sure. Once I retire, you know, I'll come to Washington.
Well, yeah, so I think it's important to note that you were
that was my out. That was my out.
Sure. You know? And you were financially supporting her family as well, right?
Well, I had, not her family. The only one I ever financially supported was her son, Bill.
Okay.
Her eldest son.
You had Chance on TRICARE.
Well, and Chance. I mean, I supported Chance, but I supported Bill.
In order to support the family, you needed to stay where you were at, and instead, and it's just my opinion that she valued getting her paws on inheritance, and that's just, you know, like that's might not necessarily be your opinion, but she valued that more than you, and you weren't very happy in the situation.
Well, for whatever reason. You know, family thicker, but you know, I looked at it like you have 3 siblings over there, you know.
Yeah.
And
you wanted it out.
Had very, very few interactions with her parents or anything else. I think I met them once, something like that. You know, so I can't draw an opinion on them or whatever, you know. But, you know, so, you know, I traveled with her, spent a lot of time in the car with her, spent a lot of time in the car with Chance. And so, I mean,
you just had enough of it.
Oh yeah, I was done. You know, and I'm the first one to admit it. I was done. You know, so when got the out, I took it. Right, wrong, indifferent. You know, if I was wrong, freaking sue me. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's your choice. Like, you know, you don't have any.
Yeah.
It's not your kid. You know, you didn't have any talks with Sally, and I guess she just adopted him.
Yeah.
Like almost like not, I'm gonna say like under your nose or behind your back. You know what I mean?
No, it
like,
wasn't behind my back. I knew she was doing it, and I said, okay, well then you're taking care of him. You know, you know, and I tried to treat him as I tried to be a dad to him.
Yeah.
But I never had a connection with him. You know, because I always, you know, I mean, for me to go down and see him in the hospital when he was in the hospital for 4 months or 3 months, however long it was, he was born in September. I don't think he came home till January. You know, it was like pulling teeth to go down and see him. You know, I get drug a few times, but wasn't my forte. It wasn't where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
You know? So there was never really a connection there. You know.
I can't.
I still try to instill values. I tried to instill knowledge. Tried to instill respect. Whatever, you know. But as you can see, that didn't take.
I'm sure by that point too.
What can I say, man?
Yeah, when she adopted him, was like the magic already kind of gone with Sally?
No, not really. But that was the beginning of the end. That was the beginning of the end. And and I kind of understand why she did it, because he was fixing to go into the system.
Yeah.
If she wouldn't have stepped in and took him, he was going to go into the system.
Well,
But,
looking at how he's turned out now, I don't think he could have
she
turned out
didn't do him a whole lot of favors.
No, yeah, I can't imagine him
And-
turning out any worse than he is
Could
now.
I be, can people look at me and say, you know what, you were an asshole, you walked away, and I could say, well, okay, I'm an asshole.
Well, I look at it like you dodging a bullet, personally.
Yeah, right. That's the way I'm looking at it.
If people want to call me an asshole, call me an asshole. I really don't care, because I really don't give a rat's ass what anybody thinks, man.
No,
I don't care.
I hear you.
So I'm not gonna, sit and damn argue with him and just just no,
that's childish.
Imagine being like, if you stuck around until he was 18, your quality of life would just be non-existent. It would be like hell on earth.
Well, there's a good chance that I would have been in jail because I would have knocked him on his ass.
Yeah, or even like dead by your own hands. You can't take it.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I fucking laid hands on him when he was down here in 2014, and I'll be first one to say, I laid hands on him. He's not a child. You bow up on me, dude, I'm gonna bust your ass. I don't care.
It seems like it'd be the best thing to
runs in the fight.
All right, so that was him up to about the age of 6 or 7.
Yeah, and then I mean, when we separated, he was like 9 years old, something like that. Because I remember he was in Cub Scouts,
Really?
And, yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, he was in Cub Scouts.
Did they like use him as like a bait for fish, or like what was he used for?
No, I mean, it was a program. He was young. I mean, he ended up being like 7, 8, something like that. I don't know what exactly years, man. Like I said, that was 20-some years ago, whatever. And and
then I guess there's like a long gap until the camping trip of 2014.
Oh yeah, yes, long gap, man.
Yes,
long gap.
So I guess you meet this lovely woman, and she
do what now? Say that again.
So then you met your lovely current wife.
Yes.
And she hears about the situation. Probably chances, conditions tugged at your heartstring, and you had hope for him, and thought it'd be nice. Maybe this man could teach him how to be a man, and better his life.
Some morals, some values.
And it was
discipline.
More so, more so because I come from a very dysfunctional family. And I didn't know this kid's background. I had no idea. I had heard what had happened, what went down, blah blah blah. But again, he was a child when they divorced, so I was trying to give him an option, a better option. And that's why I called him up, and I did it behind Gordon's back. And I had talked to. I just want to. I don't know why asshat just comes off the tip of my tongue every time I go to say his name. But I called and I chatted with him, and he seemed at the time a little bizarre. But it's still, I had to kind of think, okay, this child is mentally disadvantaged, so I had to talk to him that way. And at first, he was not rude. He was not disrespectful. I mean, he really wasn't at first when he first talked to me. But we all know how that ended up.
Yeah, so I'm guessing like to initiate his matriculation towards Florida, you got a hold of Sally and just checked out, hey, how's it going?
No. Absolutely not. We did not reach out to Sally. I did not reach out to Sally.
What, when he came down here?
Yeah, no, that was done between me and him.
You talked to Sally on the phone?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I talked to her, but I
to
never gave her the money because I had no idea where this money was going to begin with. So no, absolutely not.
I think she paid for it because I know he didn't. You know,
Yeah,
hell ain't
no.
work.
I have no idea who paid for that.
So you reached out to Chance himself and was like, "Hey,
Mhm.
okay." What was his initial reaction? Was he like excited about it, or was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very sweet about it. He really was, and I wish I could remember who. I want to say we paid for him to come down, but I
I
can't
don't remember. I
It-
don't remember, and it
I
really don't
can't
matter.
be sure.
It
I
really
don't
don't
want to say
matter.
that she did or she didn't,
You
or
know,
whatever.
But
yeah, he was.
when he got
kind.
here, when he first got here, he
yeah,
was
the
he was
minute he got
when
here,
when he hit the airport, he was all excited. I mean, he was
Yeah.
like a kid at Christmas.
yeah,
You know,
he did,
and
and
come,
he was grateful.
you know, come be bopping down the, you know,
Dad, you know, so nice, yeah.
you know, come up and gave me a hug, whatever, and you know, and it was all cool.
What did he hug your leg? Like, you know, did he like grasp onto your leg and
No,
like,
no, man, no, wasn't like a puppy, but
The ball and chain, right?
but you know when he showed up, I mean, it was all good, you know, and
for about the first hour.
No, we went out to dinner, and then we came home and
it was
got ready to go. I had to work the next day, so he had to have been here on a Thursday. He had to have got here on a Thursday.
Yeah, he was here on a Thursday.
When did it start to deteriorate?
Do what? Say that
when
again.
When did it start to deteriorate?
Well, this is where it starts to get freaking weird, because Gordon had worked the next morning, and I had gotten up and I had things I needed to do to get ready to go camping that day, and I was telling him what I needed to get done, and
I was working a half a day.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he pops up off the couch with his phone in his hand and a picture of his aunt. I want to say it was his aunt.
Yeah, I've heard
related.
It was his aunt.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he shows me this picture, and it's a woman with all these.
First off, before he even did that, he jumped up, and this is what she told me, so I'm filling in her blanks also. When he jumped up off the couch, he started screaming, "I gotta go home! I gotta go home!
Yeah, he did.
I gotta go home!" And he started getting into this. I gotta go home.
Crazy. I mean,
you know.
yes,
I do. And Jen looks at him and was like, "What are you doing? You know what? And he was he was freaking out, man. He was fucking freaking out on her.
Yeah.
And he shows her a picture, and it was his aunt sitting on the couch with grandkids or whatever.
Yeah. There was grandkids, and I want to say there was a dog
and dogs or something on there. And she said
she captioned it.
And said, "I've died and went to heaven." You know. You know,
it says, "I've died and gone to heaven."
I've died and gone to heaven.
Now, the first problem with that, the statement, I've never known anybody to die and come back and make a Facebook post. But that's just my theory.
Yeah, I don't think anyone makes Facebook posts from heaven to earth. Yeah.
So I look at the post, and I tried to explain to him what she meant by it in case he didn't understand. And because I'm thinking at this point, 3 fries shy of a Happy Meal, it's game on with this joker. I am fucked. And that's exactly what came to mind. As soon as he came off the couch with that, I just thought, oh God, I am so fucked. And so I told him what was going on. And he looked at me and he says, "You just don't want me to go home." I said, "Listen, you little bastard, I don't give a shit if you stay. I don't care." And he just kind of looked at me. He was like, you hate me, and I gotta go home. My family needs me. My aunt's dead. I'm like, she's dead. Let's go back and replay this one more time, because this train missed a fucking track. So I go ahead and explain this to him again, and he just goes ape shit. And he had bowed up on me, and I thought, okay, you're going down like a little fucking twisted pretzel, you little bastard. Wrong girl, wrong day. And go ahead.
Yes.
Wow, that is incredibly interesting. So Chance, after being there for one day, was already throwing fits and acting like a fucking dumbass because his aunt made a funny post about "I've died and gone to heaven," with their animals and kids around him. And Chance, being Chance, he's so fucking stupid, he thought she died. That is amazing. That's amazing that he would even do that. He's at these other people's house and all that, and he starts trying to scream and blow up on everybody. See, this is what Sally did. This is what Sally made. See, that's the result of Sally's upbringing on him. That's why he is the way that he is. He thinks it's okay to fly off the handle and act crazy because, that was my kid. He blowing up on me. I'd done what old Gordon did. I'd throw some hands on him, boy. I'd slap the shit out of him if he act like that to me, man. It's disrespectful the way he acts. And, he does. He just, he's just such a piece of shit, man. He's Cyrax. You want to feel pity for Cyrax, but there's just something about him that makes all pity, go away. As soon as you hear him talking and all that, because that's like all these people that try and defend him. As soon as they go out there and they learn about him and they watch a few of his, him freaking out on Marty and all that, they realize what kind of person he is. He's a fucking total piece of shit. He's a scumbag. That's why Cyrax gets all that shit that he gets, because he deserves it. He's a horrible person. He tried to send dick pics to a 14-year-old girl. He's a scumbag. And then he tries to act like... See, that's what he has no accountability. See, the problem was that somebody pretended to be a 14-year-old girl, right? The problem's not that he sent dick pics to her, the problem was the people that did it. That's the problem, right? That's Chance's way of looking at it. Oh, they entrapped me. He's so stupid. Entrapment is like the government sells you drugs and then fucking busts you for the drugs. That's what entrapment is. It's not fucking, someone going out there and doing a little predator catch, you know what I mean? Because he deserved it, and obviously he's a predator. So, he's disgusting. He's a horrible person. That's just Chance. And everything we know about Chance makes it look worse and worse and worse. I mean, you would think that you would think that you'd not be able to think he's more of a piece of shit than we already see him as, but lo and behold, every time that we think you think how shitty Cyrax is, something like this comes out, him throwing a fit like that on them. All right, let's get back into it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So was this like that first night or the following morning?
Following morning.
The following morning.
Oh yeah, you were working, right? Yeah. So
I had to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning.
So you get called home to deal.
She called me
before that. He bows up on me, and I thought, oh God, here we go.
Because she didn't know him.
Yeah,
all she'd ever done talk to him on the phone.
So I had no idea what he was capable of. And when he went to bow at me, I turned him around and walked him straight out my front door and told him, you sit there until you're whatever he is to you gets home. And I made him sit outside. Now, mind you, it's 82 degrees on any given afternoon in Florida. And this is in the morning. So at best, it was about 77 in the morning. So he's sitting out on the steps and he's banging at the door. Let me in or I'm going to piss on your door.
What?
And I'm like, so at this point, I knew I was screwed. And I just walked up to the door. Now, mind you, I had not locked the door when I walked him out.
So he could have just opened it.
He could have just opened it. Yes.
Wow.
So as he's banging on the door and he's telling me he's going to piss on my door, I told him to go find a fucking tree.
We live in the country.
And I walked to the door and I locked it. I thought, you know what? I'm not going to take the chance of this going sideways real quick because it was going sideways. And I called Gordon and I told him, I gave him the rundown. I told him, I said, you need to get here now. And we only lived about
20 minutes.
Yeah, at best.
Yeah.
From where Gordon was working at the time. And he gets home and that's when you had encountered him at the front door.
Yeah. I come home and he was standing outside.
Yeah.
So he said, he's still like, he gets in like an animal state almost where he's like a rabid ferret. You know what I mean? Where he just gets crazed.
Oh yeah. And I mean, there's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah. His wiring just seems to be a little faulty.
Yeah, there's I mean, he's definitely developmentally challenged, and he was never helped to get to the next level where he needs to be.
Yeah. No.
So you got home. Are you able to calm his concerns about his?
Well, yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Let's just say kind of, sort of. I got home, and she had told me, because I was talking to her on my way home,
Mhm.
and I was talking to her on the phone. And when I got home, he's standing outside, and I had ball cap on, and I went fucking drill sergeant on him, and I didn't lay hands on him,
No.
but I did threaten him, and I got up and I put the bill of the hat right on the bridge of his nose, and I'm pounding it as I'm talking to him, and I was like,
It
if
had
you
to be
ever,
there. It was priceless.
you had to be there, man. You
It was
can't make this
priceless.
shit up.
No,
you can't make this shit
No.
up. So I'm popping him on the bridge of the nose with the bill of my cap, and I'm screaming at him. And I know every freaking neighbor around that is even close heard me.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm in his face, and I'm telling him, I said, if you ever disrespect my house and disrespect my wife again, I said, I guarantee you I will plant you. I will bury your little fucking ass. You understand me?
Did his demeanor change? Like it seems like once it gets
Yeah,
real,
it did. Yeah, he
gets like crying and almost snivelly.
Well, it kind of. I think it surprised him.
Yeah.
And then he chilled. He kind of pouted.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I
he
was
got
gonna say.
quiet. He got quiet and kind of pouted.
It was the only kid syndrome.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, only child syndrome,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
you want to call it.
It's like, good
And
God.
then it was again. Then I told him before we even come back in the house. I told him, I said, this is what's going to happen this weekend. I said, we're going to get in the car. We're putting all the shit in the car. We're loading it in. I said, we're going to the campground and we're going camping. I said, we are going to have a fucking good time. I said, if you fucking ruin it, if you fucking ruin it. And I said, Jen's mother is coming down here, and she was supposed to be coming down like Tuesday or Wednesday of the next week.
Something like that.
And we were
Yeah.
leaving on a Friday.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be here, I think, for 2 weeks or 10 days. A week or 10 days, something like that. I think a week. Anyway.
A lot of hours too long.
It don't matter.
A lot.
It don't matter.
A fucking eternity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I felt like I died each day.
So when I told him we're gonna go up, I said we're gonna have a good time, and Jen's mom's coming down. I said, if you fucking ruin this, I said, I swear to God, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. And everything was cool. We got up to the campground, and it was all good. And then it just slowly started fucking deteriorating. I mean,
yeah.
well, the weather kind of sucked. It was raining and shit, but damn, go
You'd
fishing,
expect
man.
that, yeah.
I bought him a
That's
fishing
right.
pole.
Yeah,
I
we
bought
bought
him
a
a fishing pole and shit. We went camping, and
We bought him a fishing
there's
pole,
the thing,
sleeping
man. Here's
bag.
how you bait it. That's what you do, and whatever.
Yeah. I
You
bought a sleeping
to-
bag that year too.
Yeah, but to listen to him, he's going to tell you that
Oh, yeah.
all I did was stay drunk and
Oh,
all kinds
yeah.
of bullshit. Did
Stay
I
high.
drink? Oh hell yeah, I drank. Did I smoke some pot? Yes, I smoked some freaking pot, man. If anybody's got
Facts.
anything against it, I hate it for you.
Nope.
But
I have a card that says I
yeah,
can.
yeah. Government says I can do it. So
Mhm.
anyway,
I think he would benefit from a little.
that's
Some-
why
Mm.
I don't think it would hurt him.
Did you say he would benefit from horse
No,
tranquilizer? Is
Yeah,
that what
yeah, like anything. Like
Right.
Okay.
We ain't fucking no trank.
I'm just making sure that's where the conversation's headed.
he's so intolerable. Like, and you know what? He's already, his brain's already zonked too. Like, and if he's a musician, it might make his music a little better. Who knows? Like, but he would definitely be more tolerable to be around, unless like maybe some PCP or something like that. Like,
No,
I mean,
no.
yeah, that would be a real fucking.
Oh, God damn, dude. That'd be like sprayed roach, man.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah,
that shit.
no.
Yeah.
But-
I've never seen somebody have so many occupations in a 48-hour period of time in my life, let alone dreams or $1 to pay for them.
Yeah, he just pivots from, it's between car driving on the video game, to music, to photography.
Oh,
You know,
don't forget the mind.
Well, and back then, he was telling me this is what he was wanting to do. Well, back 2014, it's not as prevalent as it is now.
Mhm.
I mean, 10 years has changed a hell of a lot in the
electronic
age, you know.
Absolutely.
So he's telling me all this stuff that he's wanting to do and everything. I was like, you know what? That's cool. It's cool to have dreams, man. You know, but you know, you got to find something that you can do to sustain yourself, and use those the rapping and the all the other whatever the hell it was to as a hobby. And then once your hobby gets to where you can make more money off your hobby than you can your job, then guess what? You got a new job. You know, I mean, that's just freaking common sense, man. You know.
Yeah. So he made like $5.81 over 4 years for music. But since like the company only pays increments of $10, he was never able to receive it. It's not a living wage, like, but for him, like he thinks that he's somehow providing for his family and that he's benefiting his family.
You know, he definitely needs a very, very, very good counselor, man.
I don't have any hope for the guy personally.
Well,
like,
I was gonna say, who is actually qualified to take on that Joker?
I don't know. You know,
seriously.
I mean, the way he's acting now, fuck, Dr. Phil fucking talk to him and then step out in front of a bus.
Man.
Yeah. You know? I mean,
there is nobody qualified to handle that level of stupidity.
You know,
there's just not. And I'm not saying that to be harsh or anything.
I don't know if it's stupidity or just ignorance
and arrogance for no reason. For good God, he is what terrors are made out of. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? When I heard he had a girlfriend, I don't give a good damn if she's listening. Good God, what were you thinking?
Yeah, so this one woman actually left her kids to go and move into Cyrax's home. She was under the pretenses that he was getting like a big recording contract. And when that turned out to be false, like I imagine that it had to be extreme regret.
Wow.
See, I mean, all this shit we're hearing now, man. I have no clue.
But it's true. Money does buy stupidity.
You know, I mean, I had no clue any of this shit was going on. Like I said, until day before yesterday. You know?
Yeah, right. So hang on. You get up a camping trip. You're teaching him how to worm a hook a worm.
No, we were fishing saltwater. We weren't worming, but I get your point, man. I get your point.
Yeah. How's that go?
Well, the fishing part, I mean, wasn't bad. I mean, he, fish, whatever.
What, for 5 minutes?
Yeah, he didn't fish long. It was like,
we were out there for a couple hours, and he was there 5 minutes.
It'd hold his attention span, very short time, and then he would be on his phone, He'd be on his phone.
Yeah.
And then he was, that's all he wanted to do. So. And
where we were actually camping at is one of the most beautiful parts of Florida. It was in Homosassa
Springs.
And Homosassa Springs is, if anybody knows where that's at, they understand the beauty. And that is real Florida. The moss and the trees, the whole 9 yards. So there was a lot to take in. And if he was smart, he would have done that. But again, I that was such a rhetorical thing. I just heard myself and I spit it out. If he was smart. Why did I say that? God. Fooling the world on that one.
Did he ever try to physically attack you?
Who are you asking that?
Either one. I doubt he's going to try to attack Gordon.
No, he didn't. He did not try to physically attack. But before we even get into that mode,
yeah, that's a good story.
It's another story. But no, he never tried to physically attack me. Back. Now, did I physically attack him? Yeah.
Statute of limitations is up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, statute of limitations up. Yeah, I did, man. So, I'm good. I laid hands on him.
But what led up to that?
Well,
Marty, I'm going to jump in for you.
Well, what happened was...
Mr. Wilkins.
Thank you.
Welcome. Mr. Wilkins on the night that you actually laid hands on him and was going to drill him into our floor.
Into the wall. Behind the couch.
Close enough. Floor, wall, freezer. You should have set him on fire, but you didn't.
If you're gonna tell the story, you got to tell the story correct.
Okay, the wall. What the hell ever? You missed.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Mr. Wilkins, what led up to that?
Oh,
we came in and got showers.
We had come home, and he had come in and he took a shower. And when he took a shower, he come out and
he was forced to take a shower.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it wasn't on his own.
Well, he wasn't forced, but he was told every day, "You're gonna wash your ass, take a shower, take a shower, take a shower." Even when we were camping, because we had a shower in our camper, take a shower. That anyway, we got home. He gets out of the shower, and my wife walks into the bathroom, and all of a sudden I see a rug come, and our bathroom is very small. This rug comes flying out of the bathroom, and it's fucking soaking wet.
And I hit the washer with it.
And I look up, and I knew what happened. And Chance had come in, and he laid down on the couch because he had a rough day. He had a rough day at the camp when we was breaking down camp.
Yeah.
He worked hard. He worked very hard. He did tell us
he wasn't feeling well, and that was his reason not to help.
So anyway, we get home. He's laying on the couch, and I get up and I walk into the bathroom, and I walk back out, and I was like, "Chance." He was like, "What?" I said, "Get your ass in that fucking bathroom," and I said, "Clean that fucking mess up in that bathroom." There was water all over the floor, fucking towel laying on the floor, shit like that. Okay. This 24-year-old kid, man. Okay. Nah, that shit ain't happening in my house, man. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. So I had his ass go in there. He cleaned up his freaking mess. He come back out, and I'm sitting at the table and I'm drinking a beer because we got home from camp, drove 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the couch and I'm drinking, or not on the couch. I'm sitting at our kitchen table. He's laid back down on the couch. I'm sitting there drinking a beer, and I'm fuming. And the more I'm sitting there, the madder I'm getting. And the more I'm sitting there, the madder I'm getting. So finally I looked at him. I said, "Chance." He said, "What?" I said, "Sit up." I said, "Sit your ass up." He sat up on the couch, and I looked at him. I said, "You know what?" I said, "I have come to the conclusion in the last 3 days that you are the laziest fucking white boy I ever met in my fucking life." And he looks at me and he says, "And that's my problem. Why?"
Yeah.
And what was said after that, I don't really know.
Because it was game on.
It was game on at that point.
I can tell you exactly.
Well, hold on. And I go into his ass, both barrels, and Jen called. She looks at him and says, "You know what? You're a fucking deadbeat." And he looked dead at me, and he pointed his finger at me, and he says, "You're a fucking deadbeat." Pointing at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, you little cocksucker. I'm going to fucking slam you." I walked in, I fucking snatched him off the fucking couch, and I put him against the fucking wall. And I was like, "You little motherfucker, open your mouth one more fucking time." And I said, "I am going to drive your teeth through this fucking wall. Do you understand me?"
I bet he got real quiet.
Well, he got quiet, and he started running his fucking gator a little bit more. And then next thing I know, Jen, he fucking started to bow. And next thing I know, Jen's coming over my back, and she's fucking going after him. So I didn't get a chance to whip his ass because I was keeping her from whipping his ass, which I should have just let her whip his ass.
Well, when I had my hands around his throat, the only thing that kid could say is, "You broke my necklace. Bitch, you're lucky I didn't break both your fucking arms."
So even before all the trolls, Chance still acted exactly the same way as he acts now. Amazing. It must have been so satisfying for Gordon to fucking be bumping him with the bill of his hat and all that stuff he was doing. I can't imagine the satisfaction that it would give me to do such a thing. And I mean, this is all Chance. You know, this is what he does. This is how he operates. Chance is a sorry ass person who thinks the world is fucking all for him. You know what I mean? He's a narcissist. Which, I don't understand how someone so stupid, could be a narcissist. Like, have you ever seen him write his Facebook post? It's all capital words, it's fucking a run-on sentence, no punctuation, everything misspelled. And I mean, like, he misspells things like prophecy and shit like that. Like, shit, a third grader knows how to spell. It's just beyond him. And you know, he's a, he should have finished high school. They should have. I mean, but he was 23 years old, so they had to kick him out. That's whenever they have to kick you out. And Chance says that you have to have a 4.0 GPA to graduate. All kinds of crazy shit. And man, I was lazy in school. Like, I'm extremely intelligent. Don't get me wrong, but I never did my homework and stuff like that. My GPA was 2.3. So Chance, you can miss me with that bullshit. And your GPA doesn't determine how smart you are. It really doesn't. Like, I know lots of people that got bad grades because they're like me. You know, I don't like to do homework. It's fucking busy work. I guess for normal people, they need the homework so they can remember things. But I'm not normal, and I don't need the homework to remember anything. You know, I remember everything I read and everything I see. It's just the way I am. I'm very lucky. I'm blessed to have that. And then there's people out there like Chance who, you know, they don't seem that they can grasp or understand anything. Well, let's get back into it and watch some more.
Mm-hmm.
So when
Excuse my
finally,
language on that
That's
one.
okay. That's okay.
and it was like, you know
Very
what?
passionate.
Get the fuck out of my house, man. Get the fuck out of my house. Now, would I ever do that to a 16-year-old kid or a 17-year-old kid? No. 17, maybe. You get mouthy, you got no respect. No, you ain't staying in my house. I was like, get the fuck out of my house. Get out of here.
Well, he went back in the room, and he was looking at you, and he's going off about something. I mean, he was doing that whole list thing.
Yeah,
I couldn't
like,
get with it.
Yeah, finally get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
man.
But he walked in the back, and he started grabbing everything that was in the back bedroom, and I told him, you're walking out of here with exactly
What the fuck you
walked
came in
on.
here with?
Wait, he was trying to like take things from you?
No.
Well, he was trying to take things.
It was he wasn't trying to take them, but they were laying back there. His the fishing pole that I had bought him, and the sleep bag that we had bought him.
Yeah.
And went back there and grabbed that shit, brought it up in
and
the
he
living
tried to
room.
walk out of here with your leather jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a leather jacket that I had given him when he first got down
I ripped
here.
it off his body because
One of my old biker jackets.
there was no way he was taking a thing
I was like, no.
out of our house. Because
What gave him like the idea that he could just take your jacket?
Well, I gave it to him. I had given it to him when he
Yeah.
first got down here.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know this was going to be a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tried to be welcoming, you know, in my
Yeah.
house. And I don't care who you are. If you come in my house and you feel uncomfortable in my house, then
you better get
you're in the wrong house, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because our home is very opening.
You know, and I open my home to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, but you disrespect me, you disrespect my wife. I ain't putting up with it.
Yeah.
So put his ass out the door, man, and haven't talked to him since.
By any chance, was it a brown jacket?
Huh?
Do I?
By any chance, was it a brown jacket?
No. It was a black. It was a black, old style, 50s style biker jacket.
Yeah,
man.
it was a really nice one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
But
one
when-
I had for years. I'd had it for years.
When he finally decided, when he went back in the room, he was back there way too long, and I kept telling Gordon, I was like,
he was
something's wrong, something's going on. So
Yeah.
I had walked back there. Well, I walked his ass to the door, opened the door. He walked out of it. I closed the screen door. I locked it. I closed the big door, and I locked the deadbolt. And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he said, "No, let's go to bed."
Yep.
That's true.
When me and you talked earlier, Marty,
That's true.
I told you there was two things, man, and I may have even said it earlier in this podcast or whatever this is.
Sure.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I'm sitting here shaking my leg.
Okay,
So,
go on.
but there was two things I said I'll never have in my house, man, and one is unruly people.
Yeah, an unruly dog and an
and
unruly
unruly
guest.
dogs, man.
Yep.
Exactly.
I won't have them in my
Won't
house because
happen.
I can get rid of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can get rid of them. I don't care. You know. And people may call me cold, they may call me callous, they may whatever they want to call me. I really don't care.
Yeah.
But that's just the way I am. I'm 65 fucking years old. I spent 21 years in the military, and I really don't care. You know.
Busted your ass your whole life and
Yeah.
not
And even after I got out of the military, I went into the golf course industry, working on golf courses. And when you get out on a golf course in Florida, and it's year round, it just ain't in the snowbird season.
No.
And you're out there at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you work till 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's damn near 100 degrees out there.
Out there in the heat, it's got to be
all the fucking time. So you know,
and so I guess like
somebody look at you like a deadbeat. You know?
Yeah, if you want to have like a beer at the end of busting your ass in the sun all day,
I mean,
who the fuck is he to judge?
Yeah, and wonder why I drink. Fucking please.
Oh, before he did, I know what we were talking about. Before he left, do you remember when you were having that conversation and he was going at you about being a deadbeat? But he had said something about the girlfriend earlier, and I had known about this girl that I don't know why she was living there, or supposedly she was.
Yeah, we don't know the whole story.
But he went on to tell me that she was there because Sally needed the check. And I thought,
that's what he said.
I thought, that's a pretty awful thing to say about somebody. And I went on to tell him, if she's there and you're taking her money and you're making claims or taking her or holding back healthcare or whatever, that's fraud all day, every day.
And that's why I call her an opportunist and suspect that she had to get back home for her family was to get a little payday out of it,
No, and
maybe I don't know. I'm not saying that because I don't know.
That would be my assumption.
And like I told you, man, anything I'm gonna tell you, I'll tell you the truth. I'm an open book.
Yeah,
I got nothing to hide from nobody.
We find this whole scenario quite entertaining because there is not a fouler person on this earth than that person. But
for sure. For somebody who has his conditions, born 1 pound 15 ounces, and looks like he does, like you got to be a real fucking asshole to make everyone hate you.
Yeah. Or I mean, you got to be doing something. I'd be stepping back and looking in the mirror and saying, okay, what can I do to fucking change this?
Absolutely.
I mean, think about it.
But here's my thought on it.
If I keep walking into a fucking door that's closed, eventually I think I'm going to learn how to open the fucking door. I mean, come on. Man.
I think because he's so mentally at rest and has been for years and years, he has put himself in a position. And unfortunately, there's thousands of people that do not like him.
Yeah.
But every person that posts about his name, every person that says something or even acknowledges his presence, you're feeding a very wackadoo personality. And me personally, I would probably venture to say that if everybody, just dropped the ball immediately, he would go into a panic, a complete and utter panic. He might even turn his head around and speak green because he wouldn't be relevant at that point.
So like when I first found him, nobody was really watching him, and I do think that he enjoys a lot of his, I guess, attention that he receives now. But even back then, when nobody was really paying attention to him, he still thought that he was like a massively successful artist. Like he thought that he was a celebrity.
Okay, I can believe that.
No, I get you.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that he believes that he is something that he's not, clearly. Although he is becoming fairly well known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was fucking flabbergasted and floored because it was like, my God, he's got so much shit all over the internet, but it's for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you see some people and they're all over the internet, but it's for a different reason. His is for the wrong reasons. And it's not because he's a successful artist or a stunning or a writer or a gamer or whatever the hell he's wanting to be. It's he's pissing people off, and he's posting shit about, I've always been of the nature, you know what? If you don't want people to fucking know anything about you, don't put it out there.
Yeah, 1000%.
And it's
He brought all this on himself.
Oh yeah, he brought it all on himself.
Yeah.
You know, but he'll
Oh,
never blame himself for it. You know.
No, the one thing that will always just completely stifle any progress is his inability to take accountability. He always blames everyone for everything.
Yes. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like
Yeah.
I said, I haven't had any interaction with him after this shit happened 2 days ago. I did spend quite a bit of time going YouTube videos and Facebook videos and all that stuff, just looking and seeing, because I wanted I had to get my head wrapped around this, man. You can't make this shit up.
No, not at all. So after, you just had it with him after the bathroom incident, you just kick him out and he sits out there for how long? Like any guesstimation? Like,
I don't know. You'd have to ask him how long he sat out there. It wasn't long. It wasn't too long. It might have been an hour, maybe 2 hours, something like that. And he called somebody. I don't know for certain who it was that he called, but he called somebody and they got him a ride. And I don't even know where he went. I don't even know how he got home.
No, we don't.
Yeah, it was really strange to me that he or Sally were able to call one of his old teachers who got him a motel room for a couple days.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's what he would say.
Well, she would have to have.
I don't know. I know he had went to school down here. I think he went to junior high school, and because when he was here, when he first got down here, he was talking like, I want to go see my nephew, my cousins, and I wanted to go. He said he wanted to go over to the school, junior high school. Now he's 24 years old, and go see his old teachers. Okay. I'm looking, I'm like, dude, it's been like 10, 11 years, man. That half of them ain't even going to be there. You don't need to be piling up in some high school. I didn't bring you down here or whatever to take you to see your old teachers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, dude. So, and he was like, he wanted to see his cousins that he grew up with, my sister's boys. And that's a whole nother story. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's a story that's irrelevant,
Yeah.
Yes. So I gotta say, there's like somebody who's actually like a real friend of Chance's and a supporter of Chance's, and I guess, yeah, like he's like he's his number one supporter, and I guess he's reeling me that. Chances you're afraid of him, and that all you had. So I watched one of his videos before this. He said
who's afraid of him?
Yeah, he said when he left. That's what he's saying. I don't think you're afraid of him.
I'm afraid of him.
That's not the impression that I. No, that's not the impression that I get at all.
Caucasian.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. I noticed when he said when he left, he was 120 pounds, and when he got home, he was only 94. So how are you able to get him to lose 26 pounds in 4 days?
Oh, yeah. We beat the hell out of him to get it
really?
off.
I guess I tied him up in the backyard and didn't feed him or some shit. Fuck, I don't know.
What is
What?
That's hysterical.
Okay.
That's not true.
And I have no idea because I didn't weigh him, but
That's
trust me, man, I fed the kid. I took him to a fucking lobster dinner, man, the fucking day he got here.
Yeah, he didn't eat anything.
He ate one fucking lobster, man. Yeah. That was it. I took him to all you can eat seafood buffet, man. He ate one fucking lobster.
Yeah.
And
then when we were coming back,
that's when it started getting pissed.
When we came back from Homosassa and we went through the drive-thru on the way home.
Yeah.
Remember that ordeal?
Yeah. But yeah, he ate. He had opportunities to eat.
And there's plenty of food
in
our house.
So.
And unlike Sally,
matter of fact, Well, if he wouldn't have tried to walk to Ohio, he probably wouldn't have lost 46 pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know if he. I don't know. Like, did he fly home or?
I have no idea.
I have no
Like I
idea.
told you, Marty, when
And-
last time I saw him, he was sitting on the end of my driveway. I have no clue where from there on what happened.
He hasn't been here in all these years, so we're
Yeah.
assuming.
Like I said, I hadn't talked to him since that day. So I don't know. You know, if he says he lost, what was it? What did you say? 46 pounds?
26. He said he went 120 down to 94.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well,
I can make so many.
it's not like
comments.
it was not like he was 3 years old and he couldn't pour fucking cereal. I mean, come on, dude. You know, I mean, there's.
Wow. So here he is. Do you mind if I let him up?
I'll let
please
him
do.
up, man.
Here comes our Goblin Prince. I can't wait. See, I haven't watched this. I'm making the videos. I'm watching this, so this is gonna be great. Let's see what Mister I lost 40 pounds in 4 days has to say. Man, I took wrestling and stuff like that in high school. I know how to cut weight really easy. Man, I couldn't cut 20 pounds in 4 days if I wanted to. You know, that's just the way it is. Like always, Chance is lying and making shit up, over-exaggerating to make himself look like the victim so people will pity him. That's what Chance feeds on. Chance feeds on pity. He's just that kind of person, you know? He's never going to change. He's never going to wake up. He's never going to get any better. Well, he might get better after Sally passes because whenever Sally dies, Ed's not going to let him stay in that house. He's not. So Cyrax might actually be homeless for a while and learn the value of work ethic. You know, he might have to get a job at some point instead of just sitting around making $5 off his fucking music and acting like he's supporting his family. Because that's what it is with Cyrax, you know. He's so delusional and out there, and he just thinks he can walk all over other people and say whatever he wants whenever that's not true, you know. It's part of life. You can't just always get what you want, you know. It sucks, but that's the way it is. I like how they bring up old Heather. See, that's like, you know, she deserves what happened to her. If you're willing to leave your children for somebody, you deserve everything that happens to you. You're a scumbag. You're a total piece of shit, lowest form of life in the world. Well, all right, that's it. Let's get on into our Goblin Prince and his appearance, because this is going to be good.
I can make so many.
It's not like it was not like he was 3 years old and he couldn't pour fucking cereal. I mean, come on, dude. You know, I mean, there's.
Wow. So here he is. Do you mind if I let him up?
I'll let him up, man.
Let's say hello.
All I gotta say to you, old man, is that mom did not coddle me. No, shut the fuck up, Jenny. My mom did not coddle me. She protected me from becoming a piece of shit drunk like your bitch ass motherfucker. Hey, old man, why don't you shut the fuck up, man? That all you are is a piece of shit. You're a loser. Look at you. Look at you, old man. You're a fucking loser.
So what makes him a loser and you not a loser, Chance? Explain that.
Yeah. You know what? I am a loser, dude. I am a loser.
We lost you.
I am a fucking loser. You know.
You know what's funny about you? The fact that you had the balls to sit there and talk shit about your family. You're a piece of
What
shit.
family? You ain't my family, dude. You ain't my family.
Thank you, Marty. We don't want to listen to this.
Thank
so
you.
much. Yeah,
Thank you.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
fuck you too.
Take care.
That's as
Don't
high as
drink
you
and
can count.
drive.
Mhm.
Don't
I
drink.
think he's muted himself.
Hey, old man. Instead of having you, old asshole, man. Honestly, bro. No, shut the fuck up. Hey, you sound like a retard. Fuck you. Fuck you. Everyone, Jenny is a piece of shit. What Jess is. Hey, old man. You so there and go fuck your mom, you old man.
Hey.
Whatever.
And who's afraid?
I'll bring him back. That was fun. Let's
Yeah.
do it again.
Oh God. So what else you want to know, man?
That was a good time. Hey,
Oh
bring him back.
fuck no, fuck
Oh,
that.
come on.
He gives me a fucking headache.
Yeah. Hey, yo, fuck you, you piece
Oh
of shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think he has
and
a
you know
fucking
what?
headache.
If that, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna, if that boy
Yeah, boy.
would shut his fucking mouth
His pie hole.
and listen to what some people are telling him,
Yeah.
his life would be a whole lot fucking easier.
Yeah, it would.
But if
Yeah.
you notice, if all he wants to do is get on here and rant and cuss and rant and rave and rave and rave and rant and rave, you know what? There is 1,000-mile distance between us, little man.
Yeah.
And I know he's fucking listening, because unless he's standing in his fucking room screaming at his stuffed animals or some shit,
off.
Yeah. But that
thought.
little fucker, he can sit there and he wants to rant, he wants to rave, he wants to talk all kinds of shit. Come down here and say it to my face.
No, honey, don't bring that to my driveway.
Come down here. No, yeah.
Don't even invite him to my home again. Good God, no.
No. Come down here and say it to my face.
You've served your country. You've traveled. You've busted your ass.
This little fucking dumbass.
Yeah, you've ran businesses. You've got an amazing wife, but yet you're the loser, and he has every right to tell you that.
And you know what? I don't owe bills on nothing. The only thing I owe bill on is my fucking car in the driveway. Everything else I own outright, man.
But no, honey, but we're losers.
I'm a loser.
But we lost him. Yay,
Yeah.
go us.
Fucking A, man.
Well, that seems to be the meat and potatoes of this. So I'll try and cut this video as short as possible. Of course, I'm going to, put in the parts where Chance is on there again. But I'm probably done with, leaving them to talk because we've heard the story that we needed to hear, Unless there's something, pertinent to the situation, I'm just going to skip all of it. So, yeah, I'll try and make this video as short as possible. I don't want a 4-hour video because nobody in the world's ever going to watch a 4-hour video. It's just too fucking much. So here we go. Let's get back into it again. I don't know what's going to be the next clip, so I can't really talk about it. So I don't know because I'm reacting to this as I see it just like you. So right back into it. Here we go.
What do you want, Chance?
Marty, is that your fucking plan, Nick, to turn everybody against me?
How are you?
Hey, Jenny, you're lucky that when I was there, old man, I didn't beat your fucking ass, Red.
Will you?
You're lucky I didn't whoop your
When you were there, we'll bring him back down. Bring him back down, boy.
Shut your bitch ass up, old man. You want to joke? Watching the mirror, you fucking loser ass shit. You're lucky that when we were there, I didn't beat your goddamn ass. Because you never seen me would have done it, boy. Please, you're nothing but a piece of shit talk. That's all you do is talk shit like a bitch. You're all talking nobody, bitch. You're all talking nobody, fuck boy. You're an old man. You're lucky I didn't beat your goddamn ass when I was there. Man, shut the fuck up. Hey, you know what? Your mom should spit your ass out in your trash, old man. Because all you are is a piece of fucking shit. And honestly, bro, you deserve to die. You deserve to be dead, old man. All you are is, bro, you're lazy. Look at you faggot ass motherfucker. Buddy, come and bring it, bitch. I'll whoop that ass. I'll whoop that ass, asshole. Nigga, all you are is faggot ass motherfucker. That's why that night when we fought, you were afraid to pull the trigger, bitch. You were too scared to pull the trigger. Because you're a bitch. You're a nobody. And honestly, you're a disgrace to the U.S. military, motherfucker.
Wow.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. Hey, you gotta do something, bring it on, man. I'll whoop your ass. I will guarantee whoop your ass.
You would have been dead if it hadn't been for
I know your place. I'll chop your bitch ass up too, Jenny. So sit on, fuck, bitch. All you are is a lazy whore, you trailer trash skunk. Yeah, please. Hey, Marty, why don't you take your little mommy and daddy here and go fuck yourself, you fat piece of shit?
What?
All you do, Nick, is run your mouth like a bitch. That's all you do, you fat fucking slut. All you do is sit here on the internet, run your mouth like a bitch.
What do you do, Chance?
Hey, at least I'll sit here and act like a tough guy.
What did you make today?
Hey, Nick, shut your fat ass up, you fucking tub of lard. And as for you, skin-bone dumbass, hey, why are you a pistol right to your head, you dumb motherfucker.
Speak up.
You shit even
Say that again. What are you gonna do to me? Say that again.
Watch, come over here and find out. I'll show you what I'll do to your fucking old ass, old man.
Go ahead. Keep running.
Bring your ass over here, old man. All you are is a disgrace to the U.S. military. You're a poor excuse for a human being.
Oh,
That's
fuck
all you
you.
are. Oh, by the way, Mom didn't kill me. She protected me from your ass. All you are is a disgrace and a sorry piece of shit.
Meltdown.
That's all you are, old man. That's all you are. And by the way, I might not have a job, but at least I'm not a drunk piece of shit.
For you.
Granny, shut your ass up, you crackhead motherfucker, bitch.
Somebody get an ice cream cone because he's melting.
Hey, watch, come here. Hey, watch, come over here. I'll shove that pistol up your ass, bitch.
Hey, you know what?
That's why that
I can get to you.
You're too scared to pull the trigger on me, and you know it.
You, I don't
Hey, asshole! Shove your pistol up your ass and pull it, bitch! You think I'm afraid of you, old man? Nigga, please, fuck you, you. Hey, you're better off dead! Bang, bang, bitch, you're better off dead! Fuck you, you deadbeat old fart! Fuck you, you deadbeat bitch! You deadbeat ass fuck! You're a deadbeat! You're a nobody! Hey, Nick! Hey, Nick! You're a deadbeat! Hey!
What do you think I made tonight? What do you think I made tonight,
Are you hearing? Cállate los bocas, pendejo! You're a poor excuse for a human! You're a poor excuse for a human, man! Hey, asshole! You want to do something? Bring your sorry, lazy punk ass up here and do something! Yo, bitch ass up here! Did you know you won't? You're too scared to face me, Red! You're scared of me and you know it! That's why that night we fought! That's why that night we fought! You were too scared to pull the trigger on my ass! I saw what you wanted to do! You really thought I was afraid of your ass? If I ain't afraid to stand up to Nick, I sure as hell ain't afraid of you, old man!
Breathe.
Nigga, shut your ass up, you fat tub of rotten Nick the bitch! Hey, Red! Hey, Red! Go fuck yourself, you trailer trash motherfucker! No, all you are is garbage! You're a poor excuse for a human, old man!
You're a fucking hood rat, man.
Excuse me! You're a motherfucker! I ain't no hood rat! I'm more of a man than you will ever be!
Fucking loser, change your name, punk.
Shut your cranky ass up and go out there and listen, old
You know
bitch!
what? Change your name, punk. If I'm such a
Hey,
loser,
bitch!
fucking
Hey, you know what?
If I'm such a loser, change your fucking name. I'll pay for it, you little slumbag bastard.
Your two chickens shouldn't even face me, you fucking piece of shit! You're too scared, boy! You're too scared, you Yeah, that's why you are all barking, no biting, bitch! Honestly, you know what? I can't wait till the day you die. Because when you die, I swear to God, I'll piss on your goddamn grave. Because you deserve to die. You deserve to die, you worthless trailer trash, bitch. Hey, go back to fucking your inbred mom, you dumbass motherfucker. You inbred faggot. Go in jail.
You own
You
yourself.
told me again.
Go downstairs.
Hey, fuck you asshole. I wish you were dead. I wish you were dead. Because I'm more of a man than you'll ever be. At least I didn't walk out. At least I'm like you. I don't walk out of family, old man. That's you. That's you. You walked out. Shut your ass up now. You walked out. I don't walk out of family. You walked out like a pussy.
You
I
ain't
let you know. Hey, Jenny, shut your trailer ass up, you fucking bitch.
family.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Then why did he marry my mom, you dumb whore? Hey, hey, shut your ass up before I murk your ass, fat ass.
Him out.
Fine.
Get him the fuck out.
Hey, what you don't get, old man, is you are nothing more than the scum of the earth. You walked out on me and on
Preach it, boy.
I don't walk out of family, you worthless faggot. See you on bitch.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That was great. Fucking Chance. He is a little chihuahua ass motherfucker though, isn't he? That's it's like the other day, man. Up the street they've got a Doberman, right? And he's a real badass dog. He's really nice and shit like that. I seen him. He was playing with his toy. I was like, "Hey, you got your toy, buddy? You got your toy?" And he came up to the fence and put his paws up and started licking my hands and shit like that. And then I walked like about 30 more feet, and these people had this fucking little bitch dog. He's fucking little chihuahua ass. It was, I don't know what it was. It was bigger than a chihuahua. It was about 3 times the size of a chihuahua, but it's still a little fucking stupid dog. And it's like, and I'm like, I was like, you better get back, motherfucker. You're about to get smacked. And then the owners came out and called him over to him. And you know that I don't like small dogs because small dogs are like Chance. See, the dogs like big dogs like pit bulls and Dobermans and Labradors and things like that. Their brain is like 5 times the size of them little dogs, you know, because them little dogs are all inbred and everything. Not much unlike Chance. So here we go to the next one. I'm sure, I don't know if he appears or not, but I'll have him appear again. If not, this is the end of the video, but I think he appears one more time. So here we go.